Okay, so we're getting ready to read verse 46 of Genesis, but just a quick little recap. Verse 45, Joseph sent his brothers back to go get Jacob / Israel, and he gave them everything they need to make the trip safely. And when the sons went back and told Jacob that, yeah, we're going to leave, we're going to go to Egypt, that Joseph's alive, Jacob was, he was kind of shocked at first. He couldn't believe that Joseph was still alive, but then he's like, okay, I'm going. I want to see my boy. So here we are in verse 46. So Israel, which, is Jacob, took his journey with all that he had and came to Beersheba and offered sacrifices to the God of his father Isaac. Then God spoke to Israel in the visions of the night and said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, here I am. And he said, I am God, the God of your father. Do not fear to go down to Egypt, for I'll make you a great nation there. I will go down with you to Egypt, and I will surely bring you up again. And Joseph will put his hand on your eyes. Then Jacob arose from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried their father Jacob, their little ones, and their wives in the carts which Pharaoh had sent to carry them. So they took their livestock and their goods, which they had acquired in the land of Canaan, and went to Egypt, Jacob and all his descendants with him, his sons and his sons' sons, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all his descendants he brought with him to Egypt. Now these were the names of the children of Israel. Jacob, Israel, Jacob. Same person, right? Sorry, I'm reading that so poorly. And his sons who went to Egypt. Reuben was Jacob's firstborn. The sons of Reuben were Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. The sons of Simeon were Jemuel, Jamin, Oha, Zachan, Zohar, and Shaul, the son of a Canaanite woman. The sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, Merari. The sons of Judah were Onan, Shelah, Perez, and Zerah. But and Onan died in the land of Canaan, so they didn't go to Egypt. The sons of Perez were Hezron and Hamuel. The sons of Issachar were Tola, Puva, Job. I don't believe that's the same Job. I think this is a different Job. And Shimron. The sons of Zebulun were Sered, Elon, Jaleel. These were the sons of Leah, from whom she bore Jacob and Paddan Aram with his daughter Dinah. And all the persons, his sons and his daughters, were 33. And the sons of Gad were Ziphion, Haggi, Shuni, Esbon, Eri, Arodi, and Aralai. The sons of Asher were Jimnah, Ishua, Isui, Beriah, Sirah, and their sister. And the sons of Beriah were Heber and Melchiel. And these were the sons of Zilpah, whom Laban gave to Leah his daughter. And these she bore to Jacob 16 persons. The sons of Rachel, Jacob's wife, were Joseph and Benjamin. And to Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim, whom Asenath, the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On, bore to him. The sons of Benjamin were Bela, Becher, Ashbel, Gera, Naaman, Eha, Rosh, Muppim, Huppim, and Ard. And these were the sons of Rachel who were born to Jacob, 14 persons in all. The sons of Dan was Hushim. The sons of Naphtali were Jaziel and Guni, Jezer, Shillem. These were the sons of Bilhah, whom Laban gave to Rachel his daughter, and she bore these to Jacob, 7 persons in all. All the persons who went with Jacob to Egypt, who came from his body, besides Jacob's sons' wives, were 66 persons in all. And the sons of Joseph, who were born to him in Egypt, were 2 persons. All the persons of the house of Jacob who went to Egypt were 70. And then he sent Judah before them to Joseph to point out before him the way to Goshen, and they came to the land of Goshen. So Joseph made ready his chariot and went up to Goshen to meet his father Israel. And he presented himself to him and fell on his neck and wept on his neck a good while. And Israel said to Joseph, "Now let me die, since I have seen your face, because you are still alive." Then Joseph said to his brothers and his father's household, "I will go up and tell Pharaoh and say to him, my brothers and those of my father's house who are in the land of Canaan have come to me. And the men are shepherds, for their occupation has been to feed livestock, and they've brought their flocks and their herds and all that they have. So it shall be, when Pharaoh calls you and says, 'What is your occupation?' that you shall say, 'Your servant's occupation has been with livestock from our youth even till now, both we and also our fathers, that you may dwell in this land of Goshen, for every shepherd is an abomination to the Egyptians.'" Oh, how smart. This is actually brilliant. God is already interceding. They're not slaves yet. The only one who's, quote, a slave, although he's been promoted to governor, is Joseph, right? They're just guests at this point, but they're in Goshen. And so he's telling them, because remember, they were gathering grain when Joseph was put in the pit and sold to the Ishmaelites. Remember that? They're herding flocks of sheep and goats or whatever right now. And he's saying, when they ask what you are, you say that you're a shepherd, because they're going to be an abomination to the Egyptians. That means the Egyptians are not going to want them in town. They're not going to want them close. They're going to want them set apart. Okay? So going forward, when we look at Exodus, okay, and when the plagues come, when Moses comes to have the people released from Pharaoh and the plagues come, the plagues fall on everywhere except Goshen. Da, 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 da. Okay, so that is the end of chapter 46. Pretty cool, right?